So if you, like me, were curious about the Essence Vault, then I would say, if you've clicked on this video, then like me, you're probably very intrigued by this company called the Essence Vault. I've seen a lot of adverts and I've heard quite a bit about them, and basically what they do is they sell perfumes that are inspired by more expensive designer perfumes. And I've been wondering for a while whether or not to give them a go. So I took the plunge and I bought this little box of 4 samples. So let's give them a sniff and I'll let you know my thoughts. I did actually have a promo code, so this cost me £18 including delivery. I think normally it's £18 plus delivery, but I think that's a really great thing about Essence Vault is that you can buy 5ml samples, so I can try these, and obviously if I really like any of them, then I can go and buy the full-size version. So the scents that I went for are 417, which is inspired by Dior's J'adore, 210, which is inspired by Jo Malone's Lime, Basil and Mandarin, 25, which is inspired by Joy, I think that's another Dior one, and finally 870, which was inspired by Ghost. I've actually got a little sample size of the Ghost upstairs, and I did sniff it recently, so I can remember what that one smells like. I have smelled the other 3 scents before, like the genuine ones that they're inspired by, although not recently, so we'll see what they smell like and I'll let you know if I think they're similar. Now I'll be honest, because I opened this box to check that there were 4 samples in here, it does smell, and I was worried that one of the scents might have leaked, but it looks like they're all full. And when I opened the box, it actually smelled of Ghost, I thought. Yeah, that definitely smells like Ghost. So which one's that? 870, I think definitely smells like Ghost. So the box looks like this when you open it up. So you can see there's 4 in there. I believe they're all atomizers. Let's just pull one out and have a look. Oh, that's convenient. I've pulled out 870, the Ghost scented one. So there's actually quite a lot in there. So you can see that it does have a little atomizer on the top, so it's a proper spray one. I really appreciate that because some samples, like the Ghost sample that I've got, is one that you just like pour out, and that just seems like such a waste to me. So just from sniffing the top, that does smell like Ghost to me. Let's give it a spray. I'm gonna run out of wrist space, aren't I? Even before, you know when you first spray perfume, it's really like, ugh. I can smell already that smells just like Ghost. Oh, that's lovely. I really like that. So that one is 870 inspired by Ghost. So which one are we going for next? So this is 417, which is the one that's inspired by J'adore Dior. So let's give this a little go. Can't smell anything from the top. I don't think that does smell like J'adore. It's not kind of evoking any memories for me. It's very floral. I don't think J'adore is that floral. I'll let it settle down for a bit, but first instinct is I don't think that smells like J'adore. And I'm not sure if I like it. I don't mind some floral scents, but some are just not me, and I'm not sure about this. So we'll let it develop a bit and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so next we have got 210, which one's that? Lime, Basil and Mandarin. So again, let's give it a little sniff. Oh, I can smell that. I can smell that from the atomizer and it smells just like it. Okay, I'm gonna have to spray this like on my arm. Ooh. It smells like it out of the atomizer, but it smells a bit funny kind of on my arm straight away. That is definitely very similar. Like I said, straight out of the atomizer, it smelled exactly like, well, the candle. I don't know if I've ever smelled the actual perfume, but obviously it's the same scent. On my arm, it doesn't smell as strong, and I know I didn't spray that much, but it does definitely smell very similar. I'm just gonna go back to J'adore quickly. Again, I can't really smell that at all. It's just floral. So finally then we should have the Joy one, which is 25. So again, let's give this one a sniff. I'm hoping I'm not going like nose blind and just not able to smell anything. I can sort of smell something, but it doesn't remind me of anything, so we'll see on my arm again. I'm not sure that I can smell that well. Again, I'm not sure that that smells like Joy from what I remember. It does smell nice though. That J'adore one, 417, it's just not doing anything for me. But maybe if you wear it as a proper perfume, then it'll be better. I can definitely smell some sort of lovely perfume aura around me now. I probably should have said these are all eau de parfums rather than eau de toilettes. So in theory, the scent is stronger. Let's just try this one again. Oh, I got a nice waft of that though. Again, it doesn't smell familiar, so I'm not entirely sure, but the spray that I accidentally sprayed like near enough into my face, it did smell nice. I just feel like I can't really smell it on my hand. Maybe what I'll do is I'll come back in 10 minutes and hopefully let all of the scents kind of sink in. Hello, future editing Sophie here. It's now some months after I filmed the initial haul video of the Essence Vault perfumes, and so I wanted to come on really and just give you my thoughts having used all of the perfumes for some months now. I'll start off with the easy ones. So the one that was inspired by Ghost, I feel exactly the same way about. It still smells exactly like the Ghost perfume and it smells really good. It's got pretty good staying power as well, so I would definitely consider repurchasing that one. Moving on to the one that was inspired by Jo Malone, Lime, Basil and Mandarin. That one, again, I would probably consider repurchasing. It smells very similar to the original, although there is some kind of undertone that smells a little bit different. But I think if you know somebody who really likes it, then they will probably really like this one. As I said, I would definitely consider repurchasing it. I thought it was lovely. Now with the other two, so we've got the one that was inspired by Joy and the one that was inspired by J'adore. I think they just needed to cure. So I think they just had been probably freshly made and hadn't had time to kind of sink in by the time I was doing this haul, because they definitely smelled strongly as I went on. The J'adore one was kind of a little bit floral. It wasn't really me. It didn't remind me of J'adore. I probably wouldn't buy it again. It was the perfume that I kind of went to as in like, oh, I'm gonna use this up, if you know what I mean. It was fine, it just wasn't something that I loved. And then with Joy, so this one, I remember putting it on, I think I just put it on my dressing gown one morning just to kind of let myself smell it and see if I could smell anything. And I could, and it was very, very strong. It actually made me feel a little bit sick. And so I kind of didn't really use it then because there was something about the smell. It was just really like cloying. I actually ended up taking it into work and I said to one of my colleagues, oh, I'm trying to get rid of this perfume, do you want it? And she smelled it and said, oh yeah, I see what you mean. And no, I don't really want it, thanks. Obviously perfumes are subjective, so just because I didn't like that one, it doesn't mean that you might not. And it's the same with all of them, I guess. The only thing I can objectively say is that the Ghost one did continue to smell like Ghost and the Lime, Basil and Mandarin did continue to smell a lot like Lime, Basil and Mandarin, albeit it wasn't bang on. So if you, like me, were curious about the Essence Vault, then I would say overall I think it was probably a win, but the amount of money that you'd save buying these perfumes instead of the genuine ones is pretty crazy. So all in all, I would definitely go back to the Essence Vault. I might try some of their other samples. I need to actually spend some time kind of going through and seeing what they've got. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please do press the like button because it helps other people find it. And if you want to see a whole playlist of my shopping and haul videos, then you can click here. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!